Religious.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Very popular author of many best-selling books is in Tulsa this weekend. Her name is Pam Munoz Ryan. She's the 2018 recipient of the Ann V. Zarrow Award for Young Readers Literature.
And Erin's with her this morning at Saints Peter and Paul School, where she is about to speak with students. Good morning, Erin.
Good morning. That's right. These students know their stuff when it comes to Pam Munoz Ryan and her work, 40 children's novels, and we are honored to speak with her today. Welcome to Tulsa. Thank you so much for joining us. What does it mean to you to be able to see the students have been studying your work and reading your stories and seeing that they really get it?
Oh, it's an honor and a privilege and a part of my job that's very different from what I do most of the time, which is the writing, which is very solitary. So this is an author's best reward, is to get to meet and see her readers.
Yeah, and Jazany and Luce, two of those readers here who have helped make this gym beautiful, and you all have been so great today. Tell me your favorite book by Pam Munoz Ryan.
My favorite book by Pam Munoz Ryan is probably Echo, just because she had like 3 stories and she added them all like together at the end.
It kind of comes to an answer at the end, right? And what about you?
My favorite book would be Echo 2 for the same reason as her.
That must be a favorite. What about you? Your favorites as well?
Well, it's like asking me which one of my children is my favorite child. But I love having written Echo, past tense. It was 6 years in the making. But I'm very sentimental about Esperanza Rising because it's based on my own family story. And I'm also in love with The Dreamers, so for different reasons, because it took me to Chile's. So.
These stories must really come to life for these students because you've had people ask you certain questions and you thought, oh, no, this is fiction. This wasn't actually my true story.
That's true. Very often students will ask me questions about a particular book. For instance, like in Becoming Naomi Leon, there's a Airstream trailer in which the characters live, and very often I get letters asking me what it was like growing up and living in a trailer. So yes, my books are, even though they are based often on relevant and true stories, they're always works of historical fiction. Yeah.
You said that you were already having children. I mean, writing wasn't the very first career for you. What led you to start writing? I mean, 600-page novels.
Well, I mean, I was in love with books as young as 5th grade, and I was what you would call an obsessive reader. But it wasn't until after I became a teacher, was married and had my own children, and went back to school to get my master's in post-secondary education, that a professor asked me one day, have you ever considered doing any professional writing? And until that moment, because I come from a different generation where we didn't write across the curriculum at school, so until that moment it wasn't something that occurred to me, but she planted a seed that wouldn't stop growing. And
what do you hope that these students get out of hearing you speak today?
Oh, I hope that it'll just further increase their love of books and reading. And hopefully there will be some budding and aspiring writers that come from it.
All right. Thank you so much, and enjoy your visit. She'll be here receiving the Ann V. Zarrow Award. Also going to be at Hardesty Regional Library. You all have all details back in the studio. Back to you.
That is so cool, writing about her life experiences and making a career out of it all at the same time. Very cool. Pam Munoz Ryan receiving the Ann V. Zarrow Award. The presentation tonight, 7 o'clock, Connors Cove at Hardesty Regional Library, 8316 East 93rd, TulsaLibrary.org. Gordon